Hello Leo, and welcome to your March 2022 video. Now on the 2nd of the month, we have a beautiful new moon, and this new moon will be taking place in your 8th house. So the 8th house has to do with basically our fears, traumas, the things that we basically sometimes keep deep within ourselves and that actually hold us back. Yeah, this new moon gives you the opportunity to release anything that has been holding you back. What traumas, what patterns, what habits, or even fears that you have that are actually holding you back. This would be a great new moon to find healing and understanding for that. The 8th house rules over psychology as well, what our psychological conditioning is. And this new moon is wanting to basically rejuvenate you and free you from any of those subconscious prisons that we sometimes have within us. And that's the beauty of the 8th house. It's very transformative. It does rule over transformation. So allow for that energy. It also rules over intimacy. So this is a good new moon to really connect to someone when it comes to partnering up, be it in a business sense, because it also rules over money, investments, or in an emotional sense, because it allows us to become more intimate and vulnerable, to share parts of ourselves that we wouldn't normally share, to basically allow the layers to fall away so we can be more open and we can share more. A great new moon for research. A great new moon to find out things about yourself and even others as well. On the 7th, Venus and Mars in your 7th house. Now this is beautiful energy. Venus and Mars are those lovers, those planetary lovers. So this does involve romance. And the 7th house rules over relationships for you. This energy is very good for relationships. It's very good for meeting someone new. It's very good for connecting to an existing relationship, spicing it up, reigniting it. Venus is all about love, luxury, beauty, and finance. So very good for even business partnerships and emotional partnerships, friendships. Mars gives you the energy to take action, to be decisive, to know the boundaries and know where you stand and what is good and acceptable for you. So beautiful energy, Leo, and it's nice. It's actually nice to find that connection. There's a lot of connection that's happening for you in the month of March. On the 10th, we have Mercury in the 8th house. Mercury in the 8th house is about our mind and communication. And the 8th house, once again, is about investments, researching, so financial investments. Very good for doing stuff like that, researching, finding out information, going online, researching something that you're passionate to about. Excellent for that. Investments, thinking about investing, looking and reading through contracts, communicating too when it comes to what you want to invest in and what you don't feel when you are speaking to people, obviously in the right setting. When it comes to a business setting, emotionally it'll be very good too for the mind, where we release any of those stuff within our mind, those places that block us mentally. Very good. This is going to give you a deeper understanding to yourself. And when we have a deeper understanding, this allows us to connect to others in a deeper way. Now on the 18th, we have a full moon in your 2nd house. A full moon in the 2nd house has to do about money. So there might be an unexpected expense or something that you need to pay. You'll be able to do it. The full moon will shine light on it. The full moon will also shine light on your talents, and skills, maybe something that you weren't doing because you had all those fears and anxieties about it. Well, you've been clearing that with the new moon. So by the time the full moon comes around, you'll be actually like, okay, this is what I really need to release now. I gotta, do it. I gotta just do this thing that's so important to me. It's also about value and sense of self-worth, and finding that value and worth within yourself during this full moon, and finding people that you find valuable in your life that actually truly support you. Very much so. There's a lot of business understanding that's coming up here with relationships. There's a lot of emotional connections, be it friendships, be it love related, be it in a work essence. So you are connecting to people and you are releasing things that are blocking you from any connection. The second house is very good for if you are also thinking about ideas. Maybe there was an idea you had and you had a lot of anxiety about actually putting it into action when it comes to business, when it comes to a promotion, when it comes to career. You actually now have the strength and the energy to take on opportunities that are valuable to you. On the 21st, we have the sun moving into his 9th house, and on the 28th, we have Mercury in the 9th house. The 9th house is about learning, teaching, experience and wisdom, trying out new things. It's also about travel, thinking about maybe taking a trip. This is the energy. The sun, illuminates that energy of taking a trip and expanding and meeting people and connecting and learning new things and communicating with very different people. And this is important. Even reading anything that's different from what you normally would read, this is where we gain the wisdom. The 9th house rules over that expansion and growth through wisdom, what we learn about. It's also the house of humor and laughter and having a good time when it comes to the experiences we have by trying different things and new things. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. My website's linked down below if you'd like a reading, as well as a link for appreciation on these videos.